What is your name, sir?
John Boyd, founder and president of the National Black Farmers Association.
Now, there was a black farmers lawsuit, Pickford versus the USDA, I believe it was. What is the difference between what you're doing now and what this particular initiative is?
The black farmer settlements, both are settled. There was one in 1999, and President Obama signed the second part, late filers for 83,000 black farmers on December 8th, 2010. Both of those settlements are closed and settled, and the deadline for those were May of 2012. So both of them are over and done with. This particular program, the $2.2 billion discrimination fund, is an act of Congress that provides funds for those farmers who have been discriminated against by the United States Department of Agriculture in farm lending. So that's the difference between the two. And I want to reiterate that there's no funds, so farmers shouldn't be paying any fees to anybody to take part in this program. It's a federal program that's been funded by Congress, and the outreach arms of this settlement, the actual discrimination fund, both are paid for by $25 million to each of the outreach funds. So they're supposed to do the outreach for free, and $50 million were paid to the company that's going to do the adjudication in this process. So it's totally free to farmers who've been discriminated against, and it's up to $500,000. And the discrimination can go back to whenever. But so Old Farmers Home Administration, if you had some issues there, you can take part in this, and Farm Service Agency, you can take part in this a very, very historic fund.
Is the application process complicated? Do people need help to go through?
Absolutely. It's 40 pages long, and they're going to need assistance to get through this process. They don't need an attorney. That's the first thing. So we're going to help provide the technical assistance for absolutely free for all of the farmers. And you know, this is a very historic area for me. You know, Selma has always been a spot that has a sense of importance in history for black people. So it's very important that we made a stop here in Selma. We're traveling around the country. We're going to make somewhere between 30 and 40 stops, primarily through the southeastern corridor of the United States. The National Black Farmers Association has 130,000 members in 49 states, and we've been around since the 80s, so a very, very long time. And we worked hard for this. We worked hard for this, and we want to make sure that the people of Alabama have their voices heard in this process and take a stake in this, these monies that are available now to them.
Is there an application deadline?
The application deadline is November 13th. I'm sorry, January 13th. So it was extended. January 13th, 2024 is the deadline that all claims should be turned in, postmarked, delivered, not after, but make sure that they get the claims in, the claim packages in, submitted, all 40 pages of it, by January 13, 2020.
So if I'm an everyday farmer and my skill set does not include the written word and doing applications, who do I turn to and how do I get help?
Well, first of all, the National Black Farmers Association will help anybody that in that process. But there is two outreach arms that I spoke about. One is going to be present here today, helping provide technical assistance. And we're also going to be passing out claim packages to everyone here who's present. As you can see, hundreds of people are already online to come in. Everybody who will leave here today will understand the process. That's the first thing, the history of black farmers and how to participate in this, and also how to fill out their claim packages. So we're going to help them with that, and our ultimate goal at the National Black Farmers Association is not to leave any eligible. In this aspect, Selma being a hotspot for blacks, we don't want to leave any black farmer behind that's eligible in this process, and that's why we made sure we came to the heart. We came in the trenches, we came right to the ghetto of Selma to make sure that we make these programs available for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you want to mention the other group that's here today to help?
What's the name of the group? Yeah, the Windsor Group. The Windsor Group is also here to provide technical assistance. And they're the group also that I spoke about earlier. They received $25 million to provide free technical assistance and outreach I understand that there's a lot of fraud that's occurring through the South, where farmers are paying $100 or $500 to fill out an application. I'd like to take this opportunity to say that's a scam and a hustle. This process is totally free. I'm not asking anybody to pay any money to come in here. We're here as a service to our members to help provide this service and to make sure if they're eligible, we want them to receive up to $500,000. That's what the cap is in this process.
Anything else you'd like to say to our audience?
Well, this is a area of Alabama that I believe desperately needs help. And the National Black Farmers Association wants to make sure that those resources reach the hardships of our community. As I rode through the community here today, our people need help here. They need help. And so it's vitally important that they get down here today, learn about this program, learn what they have to do to stake a claim in this process, and also the ramifications and qualifications of the program. That's why we brought the meeting here to Alabama, so that the farmers can hear for themselves. So we're going to do two things today in 2 hours. We're going to explain the history, how we got here, and we're going to explain this process to farmers. So when they fill out the claim package, they'll know the history, they'll know the numbers, the statistics, and also they'll know how to fill out these claim packages and how to tell their story.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Let me get a